Hello, my friends. This is another exclusive werewolf horror story, and I hope that my friends will like it. Be sure to subscribe to my channel. The little group of people was very tired. Of course, they had a duty and all of them needed to make everything very good, but the jungle was so scary. It would be great if they rested for a while and then continued to walk. Rachel, maybe now we can rest? Ryan asked. No, we need to go. Nervous Rachel answered. This place is very close. Only a few minutes and we will be there. But you said that 2 days ago, and we're still in the jungle. Ryan said. Shut up, Ryan. The woman was very angry. You are the leader of the group, but I'm paying to everyone. Ryan was so surprised. He had never seen such an angry and nervous woman like Rachel. Why did she want to find that old city? He does not have the answers. There was a second thing, which very strongly surprised him. It was the jungle. In his life, Ryan had seen many forests, jungles, and places like that, but this place, the jungle, was so scary. Of course, right now was night and everyone was very tired. In the jungle lives many dangerous animals and every hungry creature would hunt in the night. He imagined if the hungry tiger would have seen their group, it would be madness. The hungry tiger would have to hunt them all. Yes, all that was so scary, but scariest became the jungle. Yes, it has become their enemy. Ryan loved in nature and of course the jungle, but this place, long trees, and everything were killing him inside. Suddenly they had heard a wolf howl. Rachel screamed. With the light of the flashlight, Ryan saw that the woman was crying. We need to go back. Ryan said. Okay Rachel, time to get back in the little town. No way. Rachel said strictly. And the wolf howl repeated. Rachel screamed once again. He is very close. Rachel said. Rachel, what are you talking about? Ryan asked. Who is very close to us? If you are talking about the wolf, this is not the problem. We have guns. We can handle the little wolf. Everyone smiled. No Ryan, we can't kill him. Nervous Rachel said. He is almost unbeatable. Rachel, you are not okay. You are talking about some crazy and stupid things. Ryan said. Everyone had heard the roar. They turned back and saw that some big black creature had caught one of them and was going back, in the darkness. Ryan and his people were shooting the creature, but it did not stop. They wanted to run and save their friend, but Rachel said. No, this will be useless. He will kill everyone. You say this freak will kill us? Ryan was very angry. Rachel, please be a good girl and tell me, what was that? Ryan screamed. It was the werewolf. Woman answered. Yes, big and angry werewolf. If we stay here, he will kill us. We need to go, right now. Ryan was shocked. One night and so many bad things. Rachel was saying that they need to find the lost city, in the jungle, which became their enemy. In the end, a werewolf attacked his group and the wolfman had taken one of his men. Baby, a few days ago you came to me. You wanted to find some lost city. Ryan said. Right now, when some kind of freak has taken my man, you are saying that it was the angry werewolf. What is going here? Ryan screamed. Calm down, you idiot. Rachel became very angry. I know, you are thinking that you can kill everyone, but in reality, Ryan is the only idiot. And you hired this idiot. A man came very close to her. I can kill you, or go away with my people and Big Werewolf will eat you. Now answer all my questions. I will answer everything, but first of all, we need to go. Rachel was scared. First of all, we need to find a safe place, and after that, I'm gonna tell the whole story. They once again heard the werewolf howl. This creature was very close, really very close. Ryan was a brave man and leader of the group, but he had understood that creature like werewolf is deadly dangerous. They walked away to find a safe place. Rachel was going in the forward and her quick steps were so strange. Ryan knew what there was happening. Rachel did not want to find a safe place, she wanted to find a lost city. No one knew, really existed that city or not. Why that woman had so much interest in the legendary city. He did not have all the answers, but Ryan knew one thing very well. There was a game between Rachel and the werewolf. Rachel had input in game all the people. Why she did it? Because of safety. Alone she can't defend herself, but now there were some people who would die, because of werewolf, which was Rachel's enemy. Rachel, where are you going? He asked. We had lost in the jungle because of you. I know where we need to go. Woman answered. But how? Ryan was interested. You are the first time in the jungle. I have very good intuition. Rachel answered. You need to trust me. And they continued to walk. He needs to trust her. Yes, Ryan trusted that woman, and how ended it? They are in the jungle. There is a werewolf. One of them is dead, and what is next? He did not know what would happen in the future, but knew how creepy was right now everything. Yes, in the future werewolf will kill everyone. 1, 2, 3, 4 and people are gone. Maybe Rachel would survive. She had a plan, but maybe the plan was working only for her. Rachel knew that werewolf will kill everyone and she will survive. This was a great plan for her. But also Ryan wanted to survive. They went out of the jungle and Ryan saw the city. He was really surprised. This was only a city. Yes, that was the ancient city of Native Americans. Maybe there was some gold? It was interesting and everything had changed. I knew what you want. Ryan said to Rachel. You know nothing. Woman answered. You want gold, which is there, in this ancient city. Ryan smiled. But you have an enemy and he is the werewolf. And why? Because the creature is the guardian of this city. Everything is so interesting. You are such a fool. Rachel smiled. If there is not gold and the werewolf is not the guardian of the city, I don't know what to say. Ryan was angry. They entered the city and Rachel told her story. She was a rich businesswoman. She had many companies and everything was going very good. One day she decided to go to another country. There was a very good territory for business and Rachel wanted to buy what she needed. She came to this country and start making her job. One day when Rachel was in a little village, she had to meet a very strange man. His name was Michael. What you are doing here? Rachel answered. Michael said that he was werewolf and liked to kill people. He had a monster inside, but Michael did not blame for that his werewolf side. No, he as a human was a monster. Michael always was a monster and he liked it. To be werewolf, it's so cool. Michael was smiling. When you are human and you make bad things, people can kill you, but to be a werewolf, it's something better, something different. Michael, you are so dumb. Rachel smiled, but that night she saw everything. One night changed her life. She saw how Michael transformed into werewolf and killed the whole city. He killed 100 people, and this was very terrifying. Only Rachel survived because she was a rich woman and had guards. Michael killed guards, but Rachel had time to escape. She was running and knew the werewolf was following her. She tried so much, but Rachel came into the little city and met Ryan. They needed to come to the ancient city because some old magic was defending this city and werewolf could not enter here. "This is a little country," Rachel said. "He can go to every city and village. Michael can kill everyone, but here we are safe." "Hey, baby, maybe we need to try silver bullets and fire." Ryan smiled. "Everyone can kill werewolf with a silver bullet." "Don't be so stupid," Rachel answered. "This creature is very fast. If you will have silver bullets, the chances will change, but the ending will be the same. Michael will kill you." They all needed rest. The members of the group did not have power and thought about their future. Everyone fell asleep, only Ryan was watching in the darkness and thinking, what would happen if magic does not stop the werewolf? The answer was very simple. There will be fought and humans gonna lose that fight. A few times he heard werewolf howl, but the voice was coming from far away. Rachel was right, werewolf could not enter the city, but Michael was outside, in the jungle. The group could not stay here forever. Only defending does not was enough, they needed something more. In the morning, very tired, Ryan fell asleep. When he woke up, Ryan saw his group and cloudy evening. It was so great to be in safety and sleep like a baby. "Where is Rachel?" Ryan screamed. "We don't know," one man answered. In the morning she went inside of the city, in the direction of the pyramid. Ryan looked back and saw a big pyramid. "There is gold," he screamed. "Yes, there is gold, and this rich girl is lying." He stood up and saw Rachel, who was coming back. The woman was crying and Ryan asked, "What happened, baby?" "Everything is over for me," Rachel answered. "I was searching all day, but nothing." "You were looking for gold?" Ryan was interested. "No, I did not want the gold," Rachel answered. "I need something different." "Hello, little humans." They heard screaming and everyone looked back. The strange man was standing near the big open door of the city. "Michael!" Rachel screamed. "This is Michael." Werewolf smiled. Ryan does not was scared. He knew that magic was defending the city. "Hey, Wolfie, go away!" Ryan screamed. "You can't enter the city. Go away. You need to get back to your home, my dear stupid werewolf. Go away, you loser." It was already night. Michael went forward and entered the city. Ryan was shocked. How did the werewolf make that? Magic of the city was gone? No, Rachel was wrong. "You are so disappointed," Michael said to Ryan. "Yes, you are the leader of the group and you need to be winner, but this fight is not between werewolf and people, it is between two werewolves." "What are you talking about, you big stupid freak?" Angry Ryan asked. "Right now is a full moon," Michael said. "I can stop my transformation. You need to look back, she is already transforming. Rachel can't stop it." Ryan and other group members looked back and they saw a very terrifying thing. Rachel really was transforming into a monster, into the werewolf. "Please forgive me, Ryan." Rachel was crying. "This is my fight, I need to go alone on that road and—" She could not end the sentence, because Rachel turned into werewolf. She immediately attacked people. There were many gunshots, but Ryan and his people couldn't kill a werewolf. Simple bullets were painful and Werewolf was becoming much angrier. There was a lot of blood. Rachel killed the whole group. Happy Michael was watching and smiling. "Yes, my dear, you need to kill everyone," Michael said. In the morning, when Rachel woke up, she saw Michael. The woman scared and she stood up. "What happened?" Rachel asked. "You did not remember." Michael smiled. "In the first days, I was like you. I was killing and in the morning my mind was saying, I can't recall what happened." "Did I kill everyone?" Woman asked. "Please say that I did not do it. Please say it." "Oh my dear, I'm gonna answer. You did it." Michael smiled. "In the end, you act like the werewolf and it's very good." Rachel knew that she lost her own humanity. She became a monster and killed innocent people. It was ending. Yes, ending of her humanity and start of the werewolf life. After that, every night would be a bad dream and evening would become time when you did not want to recall the last night. She remembered how everything started. In the past, she was very happy. Rachel had a lovely husband and a 7-year son. In the morning Rachel and her husband Jack were going to the company. After work, they were returning home. Every day was so great, every day was pleasant. Unfortunately, nothing lives forever. One day Rachel went to the country house. In the night she heard wolf howl and after that, the house door was broken. Rachel saw big werewolf. She screamed, but the monster does not care that the woman was scared. A werewolf bit her. Rachel escaped, but how? She did not understand. Escape was a real miracle. How the woman could escape big and strong werewolf? She did not have the answer. A bad thing happened, but that was past. There was a future and she would transform into werewolf. What would happen? Rachel will kill Jack and her son? Of course, she will do it. Her human life will end? Yes, this gonna happen. She didn't tell Jack what happened. Rachel was a rich woman and she was searching for the cure. She had found the cure, but there was only one big problem. The cure could stop the transformation for only a few months. Rachel had a few months to find something better. She was thinking and searching. Finally, Rachel had found a few interesting articles. In the one little and poor country, strange creature was killing people. That was happening in lone jungle. Around the jungle were many villages. There is a time in life when you do stupid things, and why? Because you do not have another way. She knew that idea was really stupid and Rachel went to that country. Rachel was searching for the werewolf. The result was very bad. Finally, she lost hope. On that day Rachel was standing in front of a little hotel. Suddenly strange feeling came to her. She looked right and saw the man. "Hello, my dear Wolfie," man said. "Who are you?" Rachel was scared. "I'm Werewolf," man answered. "I'm like you. Don't be afraid. I became the werewolf a long time ago. My instincts are so strong. I do not need to see how you are transforming. I can feel that you are the Wolfie." This man was Michael. He told many crazy stories to her and Rachel saw how Michael loved the talking, but she wanted only one thing. "Michael, please answer. How I can control myself. When I will transform into werewolf I would kill my family members. I need to avoid it." "You can't control this." Michael smiled. That strange man told her that in the jungle was a lost ancient city. The legend was saying that in the city was one coin. If you find the coin and say your desire, It will become a reality. Michael was searching ancient cities so a long time and finally, he finds the map. Michael was a werewolf. Of course, silver and fire could kill him. He wanted to become really unstoppable. Michael wanted immortality. Rachel stole the map and went to another village. She hired Ryan and his group. A few days after the cure stopped working and Rachel killed everyone. Michael was following him and now, they were here. Rachel, it was nice to try. Michael said. Yes, you're a really strong woman, but I won. You're wrong. Rachel took her gun and shot Michael. I was searching for a coin and did not find it, but I find silver. Rachel said. You said the right thing. I'm a strong woman. I can do many things and I had made the silver bullet. Only one bullet and it would kill you. Rachel, I wanted immortality for killing people. Michael smiled. Right now I want to kill you, but not physically. I'm gonna kill your soul. And Michael took the coin from his pocket. I have found a coin. He was smiling. You will forget that you're werewolf. This is my wish. After that, Michael died. A few days later Rachel was in her house. Her husband Jack and son were very happy. Why you went to that country? Jack asked. I do not remember. Rachel answered. At night, the little son woke Jack. What happened? Jack asked and saw the full moon in the window. The mother feels bad. Son answered. I hear crying and went to the guest room. Mother had pain and she was crying. We need to help her. Jack said and stood up. Father and son saw big werewolf in the door. Werewolf had big claws and Rachel in that form was very angry. Hello, my friends. Dragon, you need to stop. Do not burn my werewolf. Oh, no. Be sure to subscribe to my channel. Part 1. The young woman was going on the road. Around was forest and dark evening. Maybe Sky, with his own terrifying black clouds was saying to the young woman, get back Helen, get back to the castle. I'm begging you because there are death, only death and nothing more for you. But Helen did not listen to him. She had her own dream, her own desire, which was very strong. She knew that everyone would say, you are stupid Helen, young stupid woman, but she had some feelings and that feelings wanted something. People were saying the same and same every day. Even the sky and the black clouds were on the side of these people. Everyone loves Lady Helen, but she was alone and no one can help her to go to the forest. Suddenly she heard the lightning sound. There was a chance the forest drove the young woman crazy, because Helen heard, get back to the castle. No, no way. This was just a lightning strike and nothing more. Only a simple thing and nothing more. Yes, but when everyone and everything is your enemy, the simple things were becoming your enemy. No, stop this, said Helen to everyone and everything. I need to do this. She continued going forward with silent steps. The wind was moving her long dress. Helen heard some strange sounds. The sounds were coming from the forest. Helen had known that in reality in the forest everything is very simple. There were strong animals and weak animals. Strong animals are eating weak animals. Everyone tries to survive. Some of them eat meat. Others were eating grass. They have all these sounds. The animal sounds cannot stop me, said Helen, but one thing scared him. She knew everything and of course, Helen knew this thing, but the woman forgets about it. And thought saw Helen. Maybe Thought smiled and said, "Hello Lady Helen, I'm still here." Yes, it was so close. My dear Helen, in the forest lives many animals, but there is something more, something much scary and interesting. There are many monsters, my lady, and they can tear you apart. And now, my stupid young lady, you need to get back in the castle. Of course, Thought was saying the right thing. People were right. Sky and clouds also were right. The lightning strike wanted to help her. Everyone wanted that Helen was on safety. They were right and Helen was guilty. She really thought that everyone wanted to help her? But this road, forest, and this place, where Helen was going, they were so scary, but they did not tell this. All of them had some horrifying beauty. Yes, we are scary and beautiful. They only said one sentence and Helen, like a slave, was going forward. Her silent steps became friends of the dark evening. If someone asked Helen who your king is, she would answer, King Sebastian. Right now Helen's king was nature and nothing more. Finally, she reached the hillside. Front of her was a valley and black forest. The wind was moving some nicely. Helen came here because of the beautiful hillside, valley, black forest and amazing wind, which was moving Helen's long beautiful hair. She sat down and felt happy. Only happiness was the reason why she came here. Helen felt so well that she thought, maybe I will sleep here. No, this was too much. Stop thinking and watch, only watch this amazing place, said Helen to herself. And then everything went away. Again only the slope, the valley, the black forest and the wind. Many wise men were saying, the happiness ends very quickly, and they were right. Someone went out of the black forest. Helen saw the black figure. She felt so scary. It happened. Yes, it happened. Helen thought that she can come here and nothing bad will happen. She was so stupid. Only running could help her. Helen quickly got to her feet. Black figure was coming to her. Of course, it was a monster who wanted to eat the human. The figure was in the valley. Thank God that it was evening now, not night, because at night Helen would have not seen a black figure until the monster would have come very close. Lady Helen. A black figure screamed. Helen's scary face changed to an interesting face. Black figure was coming quickly. The woman saw that stranger was human. The voice of the stranger was so familiar. Oh, no. Helen knew who was going to her. Maybe it would be better if the monster came here, said Helen. What you said, my lady? Asked young man, when he went up into the hillside. Nothing, Sir James, answered Helen. Maybe you need something, Lady Helen? Asked James. Do you want flowers or something like that, my lady? I need to know, what are you doing here? The young woman became angry. I had followed you, my lady. James smiled. I knew that you wanted to go outside of the castle. It is very dangerous for you. Because of this, I followed you. What? You followed me? Helen was very angry. Yes, my lady. James had a very stupid face when he was smiling. But you are in front of me. If you had followed me, you need to be behind me, Sir James. I was following you. When you came here and stopped, I entered the forest and come to that place. Sir James pointed with his finger the trees near the valley. You are so strange and so stupid, said Helen. Suddenly they heard the roar. Near the valley, from the forest, a big black figure went out. The werewolf looked the humans and ran to their direction. Helen knew that this time creature was really monster. Helen and James ran. Helen knew how fast a monster could be. Luckily Sir James was with her, who could protect Helen. She saw how Sir James ran forward and left her back. Helen fell in the ground and screamed at Sir James. "Stop and help me." But Sir James was running very fast. Helen heard the scary roar and she looked away. The big monster looked very scary. The wolf was running so fast. It had black fur and big claws. Helen knew that it was a werewolf, one of the most powerful monsters. She thought this was the end of her life. Suddenly arrow hit the chest of the werewolf. The monster screamed and has fallen in the ground. Helen got up and looked back. Prince Richard with his warriors was coming to her direction. "Lady Helen, are you okay?" asked Prince Richard. "Yes, Prince Richard, I'm okay. You saved me." Helen smiled. "Prince Richard, be careful," said Lord William. "This monster is werewolf. Only silver and fire can kill it." Angry Werewolf got up. Werewolf jumped and now this monster was very close to Lord William. The werewolf hit Lord William with his hand. The Lord fell in the ground. "Lord William, no." Prince Richard struck the werewolf with the sword. The monster screamed because of pain and punched the brave prince. Richard fell in the ground, but Lord William got up and he punched the werewolf. The blow was so strong that he threw a werewolf 4 meters away. When werewolf got up, warriors fired arrows. The simple arrows could not kill this creature, but arrows can really hurt. Because of this, the werewolf has run away. Part 2. Sir James, why didn't you help Lady Helen? Asked Prince Richard. I followed her, answered Sir James. She was alone and I needed to protect her. Yes, but when you saw the werewolf you ran away like a coward. Because he is a coward, said angry Helen. Sir James, what you can answer? Asked Prince Richard. I wanted to help, answered shamed James. Yes, Sir James. Prince was really angry. You always want to help someone, but you are a coward. The werewolf could kill me and Sir James was thinking only his life, said Helen. Lady Helen, I followed you because I wanted to protect you. Why you followed her? Asked Richard. You could not protect him. You needed to say, Prince Richard, I know that Lady Helen wants to go outside of the castle. But Prince Richard the first am a knight. Oh, no, said Richard. No, Sir James. You are not really a knight. My father gave you everything because he loves you. Sir James, you need to understand that you're not the warrior. Embarrassed, Sir James went away. Lady Helen entered her room. Helen wanted to rest, but she was thinking about James. So many years King Sebastian, Prince Richard, and all people were fighting with terrible dragon. Everyone was brave, only this clown knight, Sir James, was coward. He was always behind someone because James was weak. Helen remembered when she was a little girl the dragon burnt her parents and her house. King Sebastian took little Helen and he reared her. Helen lost everything but the good king gave him everything. She was the daughter of the Lord, godchild of the king, but Helen never forgot to fight back and help the poor people. She does not like Sir James, this skinny boy, who only wanted to survive. Helen escaped from the castle because of she tired. Lady wanted to see the Black Forest, the hillside, and the valley. It was very risky, but Helen wanted this. And then the clown knight came here. Her hatred was so big. She had recalled this moment when the dragon burned her parents. There were so many people, but everyone was running. Everyone was so weak and coward. If they defeated their weakness and helped her parents, maybe Helen's parents would be alive. But no, their heart was weak. The next day, Helen saw that in the yard every knight was training. Only Sir James was standing alone and doing nothing. "You are not training." "Why?" asked Helen. "I'm skinny," answered shamed James. "A knight needs to be big and strong." "No, James, you are wrong. There is no matter how big you are. Your heart is weak." James entered his room and he lay down on the bed. Of course, Lady Helen was right. He was a coward. His life was so terrifying. When he was a child, the dragon burned James's parents. James had often remembered this scene, which was so scary. "You will be a knight," said his father, when he was alive. This day, one bad day has changed everything in his life. On that day fear came to his heart and it conquered every place. His father was a brave warrior and a good friend of King Sebastian. King took James in the castle and raised the boy. James always wanted to be a brave warrior, but his heart was weak. He was lord, but James could not fight. He loved Lady Helen so strong, but the weakness was much stronger. Helen hated him because James was weak. And why? Because of one bad day. Part 3. "Lady Helen, I was so worried about you," said Prince Richard. "Thank you, my prince." "You're okay?" asked Richard. "You saved me," Helen answered. "Because of you, I'm okay. When I understand that you escaped from the castle, I became crazy. I knew that you will face some dangerous creature. So many monsters are living in the Black Forest. When I saw you and that horrifying creature, I knew that I needed to save you. And you saved me." Helen smiled. "I lost so many friends," Richard said. "I lost so many warriors in the battle with the dragon. I don't want to lose you." "And I want the same," Helen said. "If you love me, you can become the next queen." "Of course, I love you." Helen was so happy. Horrifying roar stopped this romantic scene. The werewolf broke the door. The scary creature looked at Helen and Richard. This was another werewolf. His fur was brown. "Helen, when I say run, you will run very quickly," said Richard, and he attacked the werewolf. A creature hit the prince and ran away. "Guards, guards!" Prince was screaming. "Richard, how the werewolf came here?" Helen asked. "How he went into the castle? This is impossible." "Nothing is impossible, my lady," answered Richard. The next day, Richard with Lady Helen and his warriors were going to another castle. "Where are we going, Richard?" Helen asked. "Our castle is not a safe place," Prince answered. "Like you said, the werewolf could not enter the castle. The guards would saw it. This was somebody from us." "What are you talking about?" asked Helen. "The werewolf is living among us. But most terrifying thing is that not only the werewolf lives among us. I recently found out that the dragon lives in the castle." "This is impossible." Helen was surprised. "He has the human form and dragon form," said Richard. "The dragon is attacking our cities and disappears so quickly. No one knows where the dragon lives." They heard the dragon roar. Big dragon was flying in their direction. The dragon with his fire burned everyone. Only Lady Helen and Prince Richard survived. The dragon was standing in front of them and this big creature wanted to burn everyone. "Lord William, please stop this madness," Richard screamed and dropped the sword. I know, you want to kill me, but Lady Helen is innocent. They saw how the dragon has transformed into a human. Right now front of them was standing Lord William. He was a good servant of King Sebastian and a very close friend of Prince Richard. Yes, on the first look everything was like that, but Richard knew how much hatred could be hidden in the past. When you found out who is the dragon? Asked Lord William. When you punched the werewolf, answered Richard. Your hit was very strong. You threw the werewolf far away. Human does not have such a strong punch. Yes, my boy. Lord William answered. Also, you know, how your father killed my father. William, your father was a traitor. I know, but he was my father. I was thinking about how to kill King Sebastian and you. Many years ago I transformed myself into the dragon and began to destroy this country. You love Lady Helen and because of this now she will die. Then I will burn you, King Sebastian, and everyone. Lord William transformed into the dragon. Suddenly the brown werewolf jumped on the dragon's rear and he had begun to hit in the wings with his claws. The brown werewolf was fighting 10 minutes. After that, the dragon threw him into the ground and attacked the brown werewolf with fire. The warriors from the castle came and they shot arrows into the dragon. Lord William's wings were damaged. He could not fly to avoid arrow shots. Because of this, the warriors killed him. Finally, we killed the dragon. Prince was very happy. Richard, quickly come here. Helen screamed. Richard came to her and saw burned Sir James. In that place, the dragon burned the brown werewolf. Richard very quickly understood what has happened. Sir James, you'll be okay, said Prince. I will die and very quickly, James said. But how you became the werewolf? Asked Helen. Lady Helen, all my life I was a coward, said Sir James. You was right, my lady. My heart was very weak. I needed to do something. I needed to have a monster inside me. I went into the forest and searched for the werewolf. I let the monster bite me and after this I kill him. Everything was so hard. The black forest was so scary, the bite very painfully and killing the monster was so hard, but I did everything. After that, I came to the castle and transformed into the werewolf. Because of this I almost killed innocent people. Yes, I made so many mistakes, so many falls, but finally, in that place, I had saved you, my lady. You are so strange and so stupid. Helen was crying, but Sir James did not hear the words. He was already dead. Hello, my friends. I need these items to do magic and get an exclusive werewolf horror story. Be sure to subscribe to my channel. In the morning, after the long night, I was walking in the forest. When I saw steps, two feelings have come with me. One was surprise. No one was coming so long. I was wondering who these people are. When you hear or see something strange, you always wonder, what the hell just happened? In that morning that happened to me. Strong wondering was killing me and when I looked forward, I saw big werewolf who was coming in my direction. I just wanted to see strange people. Yes, they were far away, but sometimes because of feeling, everybody is making stupid things. The werewolf which I saw was my imagination because, in reality, it was inside me. Come on, transform into the werewolf and run to kill these people. The werewolf was screaming and that feeling was the second one. The monster like me was interested in strange people on my territory, but anger and hunting also were clearly great things. Anger came to me. How a couple of humans went into that forest so far. This was my territory. I wanted hunting. Yes, run like the monster, find like the monster and kill like the crazy werewolf. Finally, I found out that these feelings were haunted me. In one moment I had understood that the scariest hunter in the whole forest became the trophy. I became a trophy of my feelings, but that was okay. We were all trophies of our wishes. I was running and the smell of the people was showing me the right direction. I was following 3 human beings. 2 of them were adult and 1 of them was a kid. Maybe there was a family in my forest? This place was a walk place. I had jumped into the big rock and an uncomfortable feeling came to me. A few minutes ago I wanted to transform into the werewolf, but I did not do it. Whole my life I did not like persons who could do something and they were not doing it. Everyone has a monster inside and everyone needs to act as a monster wants. I remembered when a few years ago one stupid boy came to me and boy said that he was werewolf, but does not want to hunt. I immediately killed him. Why you did this? The boy asked when he was dying. You are werewolf and you need to act like a monster. I answered. I don't like the category of that people and maybe I become like these losers? Hunting was started and why I wanted human form? Because when werewolf awakes everyone is dying and first of all I wanted to see strange people and know why they had come here. Finally, I saw those people. There was 1 man, 1 woman, and a little kid. Of course the wife, husband, and their son. That was family, but why they came here? Jack, come here. The woman said to a little kid who was playing in the field. The thing which suddenly said to me, that werewolves come in the forest, worried me. Yes, we all need someone in our life, but a family of the werewolves and also 1 werewolf? No, I was king of this forest and family would take my place. If 1 crazy werewolf comes here I will become his friend, but family members love each other and always making what they want. I did not want to lose power in the forest. There was a second problem. Like I said early, everyone needs to act like a monster. In front of me was family and they were acting like happy people. Good werewolves are so boring and I imagined how boring it would be that happy family. Man and woman were smiling and the son was looking into his parents. They have food and why werewolves need human food? They can turn into the werewolf and hunt. I was stood back from the trees and wanted to kill the happy family. 3 members, yes 3. 1 of them was a kid, but maybe the mother and father could defeat me. I needed to be very smart and use my brain. Kill that boring family. The werewolf inside me was screaming, but I needed to be smart. No. I screamed. Next moment I saw that all 3 members of the family were looking in my direction. They did not see me, I was behind trees, but they had already known that there was someone. Who is here? Man screamed. The werewolf inside me one again said, to use his power and kill all members of that boring werewolf family, but I did not listen. I ran away and, of course, knew that there was a chance that they would follow me. Yes, they will turn into werewolves and hunt me, but I knew every place in that forest and they knew nothing. When in life you need to choose between knowledge and instinct, always need to choose knowledge. I have both and they have only instinct. In the night I did not transform into werewolf. I was keeping my other side because I needed to use angry werewolf in the fight. I was sure that the family will find me and attack. Nothing happened and I thought, maybe this was not werewolf's family? At night I thought that I had become very tender, and this feeling did not leave me. Yes, I knew that in the forest were 3 enemies and I need to be careful, but why werewolf needs so much precaution? I wanted to survive, but maybe when the monster uses too many precautions this is the ending? I was running as fast as I can. Too much thinking and a little bit of anger were killing me inside. The only thing that I wanted was to kill the family. A few hours later I found them. They were a little bit scared. Curiosity defeated me. I wanted to follow them and know where the family was going. When the night came, men set up the tent and all 3 humans went for sleep. At that time I knew that family members are not the werewolves. I was following them all day and they did not saw me. The werewolves would easily see someone who follows them. Why I wanted all the other things. The hunter only wants hunting instinct and nothing more. The scenes from the past came to me and I could not defeat it. Everything changed when one night a big werewolf came and bit me. Many people would feel bad about that, but not me. No, I was surprised and also very happy. I had come to this big forest and build a wooden house. There was only freedom and beautiful trees. Every night I was turning into werewolf and running in the forest. People did not come to the center of the forest, and when I wanted to hurt someone, I was going to other places in the forest. Many people died there, but the police were thinking that the animal was making all that. I had remembered scenes when people see angry werewolf who was running into their direction. That was my past and what I was making right now? I was following a stupid and boring family. In the morning family members started their job. The wife was making breakfast, the husband had collected all the belongings and the kid went to play. I so much tired because of that stupid following. I wanted to have a little fun. When the kid came to the river, he saw a strange man. I was that strange man and really wanted to play. "Hey kid, you are my breakfast." I smiled. The kid screamed and I had so fun about it. When his father appeared, the kid ran to him. "Who you are?" man asked. I began to transform, but the man had shot me with his gun. Unfortunately, I fell from the mountain. My every bone was broken and I immediately began to transform, because in the werewolf form my regeneration was much stronger. Now the human was not outside. Now werewolf was a leader because I felt so angry. It is a bad thing when someone thinks that an opponent is weak. This is the start of the ending. You always need to think great. I had remembered a few years ago some old hunter almost burned me. And why this happened? Because I thought the old man was weak and everything will end very easily. And again I was running as fast as I can. The bad guests needed to be killed and this stupid adventure would be ended. I was surprised because the family needed to go outside of the forest, but stupid people were going in direction of my house, which was in the center of the forest. Yes, I once again saw how these people were really stupid and not only boring. In the night I had caught up with the family. They were in the field and wanted to fight. Yes, man and woman knew they could not escape. The only thing left for them was to fight. The kid was standing on the right side of the field. We started the fight and even fire could not help them. I was very fast and strong. I wanted to turn into a human and tell the truth to that man which one was shooting me. I transformed and screamed. "Yes, you stupid human. You will die." "What you thought, boy? Answer me. You had really thought that only a human can stop me?" The bloody man looked right and saw that kid was coming. The man became really scary and looked at me. "Please help me," the man said to me. I was shocked. What did that man say to me? He wanted to survive and I needed to help him? And that kid whose name was Jack had a smile on his face. He came to a human body that was already dead and began to beat him. You and your wife were useless. Jack was screaming. What this all mean? I asked. You will be my new slave. Jack smiled. I was Werewolf, king of that forest, and some pushy boy was walking in my kingdom. The werewolf needed to show the boy who was the king of the forest. I tried to move, but now, my body did not listen to me. Strange things happened to me. I was looking at the kid and know that Jack needed to be dead, but my feelings were different. My feelings were telling me to do some things. For example, became the slave of Jack. I had a desire and it was shocking to me. Jack was looking at me and smiling. I wanted to become a slave, but also there was fear for me. Suddenly I had understood. I immediately began to transform into werewolf, and that transformation was hard. I saw Jack's unhappy face and understand that he was disappointed. In the werewolf form, I became an unstoppable monster and moved in Jack's direction, but the kid disappeared. Werewolf became so angry. The whole night I was running and searching the kid, but he disappeared and Jack did not have a smell. After that, I thought to transform into a human, but one creepy thing scared me. That kid was a supernatural creature. He could hypnotize not only the human but also the werewolf. He was waiting. Yes, waiting. I'm gonna transform into human and Jack will hypnotize me. No. This will not happen, you little freak. Jack was standing somewhere close and waiting when werewolf gonna transforms into a human. That liar hypnotizer wanted to slave the monster. I did not transform into a human. No. I needed to be smart and be a real monster. When I returned home, a strange feeling came to me. I opened the door and went inside. Jack was sitting on the chair. He smiled and said, "Hello, George. Finally, you are back in the house." I roared and jumped Jack's direction to kill that little freak, but once again he disappeared. How did he know my name? Which creature was that kid? I was roaring all day and knew that he was somewhere very close. The whole month I did not transform into a human. We needed to fight and the winner would be king of the forest, but Jack did not want it. He was waiting. After 1 month I turned into a human, went out of the house and screamed. "Come on, Jack, come on, you dirty little freak. We need to fight because both of us are monsters. Come on, boy." But no, that was a foolish thing, because it began one more time. I wanted to do something and Jack would be happy. I wanted to become his slave. It was a mistake. I immediately transformed into werewolf and loudly roared. I came back with dead people and find a man's diary. Yes, the werewolf form was making me a monster, but I still could read. I had read that a good man and his wife were living in the countryside. One day Jack appeared on their house and had enslaved the people. The kid was really crazy and he beat up wife and husband many times. They were feeling really bad and wanted to die. Few years after, Jack said, "We need to go to the forest and live there." And they went into the forest and meet the big werewolf, which killed them. I remembered man's eyes, when he said, "Please help me." The werewolf was killing him, but he was afraid of the kid. What kind of monster was this little freak? I didn't have an answer, but I really felt bad because of that family. Werewolves are killing people, but Jack was really sadistic slave master. Maybe the death is bad, but much more sadistic is when you became a slave and someone is your master. Which one is killing you inside? I recalled my father. "George, you are a good boy." Father said. "Thank you. Father. George, you need to know that running is not a solution. Father said. Why you are telling this? I asked. When a problem comes we can run and everything will end. No, George, we need to stay and fight. Father said. But why? I asked again. Because when you run your enemy will follow you. Father answered. After that, I knew how life is going. Someone becomes your enemy and follows you, but the solution is a fight. 5 years have passed but I still not turned into a human and I'm waiting. When you could not find your enemy, you need to wait. I'm feeling that he is close and one beautiful day we gonna fight and I will be the winner.